Hello, my lovely viewers. Today we'll be talking about habaneros farming, how to go into habaneros pepper farming. I've already done transplanting. Already. It's about, let me say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks old. I'll check the date again. And I want to show you how to grow and the activities that you need to do to make sure your pepper are growing healthy and strong. So basically that's what I want us to look at. How to, it's not plenty pepper. I actually did a nursery for about 500 seeds, but all did not germinate. I had about 90% germination, so about 400 plus has germinated. But I've done the land preparation, I've done transplanting, I've done first fertilizer application already after I planted it. So that was about 3 weeks now. So let me just show you how they are looking. Then I'll take you through the activities and what you need to do to go into habanero farming. This is the farm. This is some of the pepper. It is growing very nicely. So let me check the dates. I did a nursery on the 16th August. That was the time I did a nursery. Then we did transplanting on 28th. After the 28th, we waited for a week, which was on the 5th October, to do first fertilizer application and insecticide spraying. This portion of the farm looks bushy, so we are doing some weeding. As you can see, my wife is helping me in the weeding. If you see, this portion was weeded last week. My mom helped me in the weeding, though she's not feeling well for some time now, but she managed to clear the weeds over here. So this is this pepper. If it is transplanted on the 28th and today is 12, meaning that it's about 3 weeks old transplanted. But from on the 16th August 28th that we did the transplanting, that is the nursery stage. So this is the pepper. They are doing well. Now another thing when you come to the farm you should be looking at is the leaves. You see, they are looking somehow yellowish green, but not perfectly green. It means they need nutrient. Then you need to turn the back of the leaves to check whether they are being attacked. Now for habanero pepper or pepper, they are being attacked by the leaves. So as you can see, this one, you can see some whitish lines behind the leaves. So this one tells you that they are being attacked beneath the leaves under. If you can see, some particles are also on it. These are white flies. So when spraying, you don't spray only on top of the leaves. You have to also spray underneath. So I'll be demonstrating how I'll be doing fertilizer application for you to also see. So they are doing well. They are doing good. They are doing very well. I like the way they are performing. This shows that it's a good sign. So before you start the whole pepper thing, you have to get a land, prepare the land, clear the land, and you do, because my land is kind of like very hard, it's kind of like hilly, the nature of the ground or the land is kind of like hard. So we have to use earth chisel to kind of like turn. So if you can see, if you are seeing these things, we use earth chisel to kind of like dig hole, kind of like turn the soil, soften the area. Then we also pour pig dropping that has decayed. So if you can check, these are pig droppings that we left for it to decay for some time before we applied it in the hole. Then we softened the area before transplanting. Unfortunately, there was so much pressure on me to do transplanting at the same time do maize planting, so I didn't get enough time to do video on it. Then one of my worker called Bright showed me something. After we did the land preparation, I wanted to bend the wheat. but he told me, no, don't burn it. Use the weeds that you don't want in the farm to serve as a mulch. So as you can see, this area or weeds is not growing. He used these leaves to create a mulch, so the weeds are not growing. So that is part of the land preparation. For him, he said he doesn't want burning in his farm. Then he doesn't want any burning of bush in his farm. So he taught me this. So as you can see, there's no weeds growing here. So this is serving as a mulch. It will hold some level of water around the plants, and the sun will not shine directly on the ground to be absorbing the water. Now, if the sun shines directly to the ground and hits the ground, what happens is that it absorbs the water from the ground. The water evaporates. So when it happens like that, you don't get water. There's going to be scarcity of water. Now, what I've also noticed is the weeds grow very fast. So somebody will be like, okay, let me spray. When you spray, within 2 months, you see that the new weeds have started germinating. So you have to be weeding like I'm doing. These are my old pepper that I planted, I think somewhere the beginning of this year, around February, there about February, March. And I neglected it for some time. I did some videos on them, but I've not given up on it, and they've also not given up on me. They've been giving us pepper for the past 2 months now, or for the past months, and we've not been buying pepper from the market again. I think, but unfortunately, people that pass by the farm have been stealing the pepper. that is it. So you see, this one is very big. This is very big. This looks very big physically, but in the camera it might looks very small, but it's very big. So this, let me see this, how many pepper trees are here, the old ones, and I'll tell you something. Basically I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. These 21 pepper trees have given me enough pepper for like when we harvest it. I'll show the picture of the quantity that we are able to harvest. When you take the rubber that they use to tie the bread, it's like half of it. That half or quarter of it is like half to quarter, or a little between quarter and half. We could not even finish consuming it for a whole week. It took us 2 weeks and above to be able to finish it. So even still, there's some there. So even the little that is in the tree that will be harvesting today, we'll go and add it up, and we'll still not be able to. We are 6 in the family, 2 kids, my mom and my sister, my wife and myself. So we are 6 in the house. We are not even able to even finish these pepper trees. So the advantage of planting pepper, or maybe 5 plants of pepper in your farm or in your garden, can save you from going to the market. All these ones, okay, there's no pepper on this one, but this one has given me some pepper. So let's go back to our how to plant habanero pepper. So you see this one, because I've softened the area and I've added some manure, it is doing well and it is looking beautiful. Now, I said that you need to inspect how the leaves are performing. Look at these leaves. This one, those were the early ones that disease or the lice were attacking. I'll give you detail on the type of disease, things to look out for, and I'll do it systematically for you. So this is just I just want to show you. So let me go back to the work. When I get to a point, then this is giving me how many pepper here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and it is very hot, very hot. The pepper is very hot. This one, let me plug it, because definitely we'll plug it. This pepper one, it will take 2 tomatoes before it will you will be able to eat. One like this is very, 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 very hot. Habanero, and this is the yellow type. So the ones that have rotten and falling on the ground, this is the yellow type, but it has fallen. And this is my second time of doing habanero, but not in a small scale, not a large scale. And it has been good. And for me, it's okay for me. It's okay. I'm coming to show you the fertilizer I'm using is Yara Activa. This is how it looks like. This is the granulated. So when we say granulated, it's like gari form or rice form. It's not sandy, but it's kind of like, yes. So this is how it is. This is not a container, but I just fetched some so that I'll bring it to the farm. I don't want to carry the whole sack to the farm. So what is the measurement? Because the roots, even though when I was after the nursery and we're doing transplanting, the roots, you could see that it has really formed well around the cocoa pit. It is firm. So when you remove it from the seed tray, you could see that it is good. But it doesn't mean that, for that matter, you just fetch the fertilizer because you want the pepper to grow very fast. So for that matter, you have to fetch the fertilizer plenty. Now, I don't have pH meter to measure the water. This is the water I'm coming to use. I fetch water. I have already applied some, but I've gotten to a stage that I want to bring. So this is the water. So I'm coming to take a measurement. Something small, like we'll take a tablespoon full. So a full tablespoon will be like, 2 of it will be like this. So this is the, so I'm coming to mix it, not too plenty. Now this water is about 16 liters of water, 16 liters or so. So what I'll do is I'll fetch some and I will mix it. I'll dissolve it. I'll make sure it dissolves inside the water. Now, for safety reasons, I will advise that if you have a rubber gloves, please wear it. For me, I don't have, so I'm using my bare hands. After I finish, I will wash my hand. Now, one thing that I want to bring to your notice, as soon as you put the fertilizer in the water, first of all, test the water temperature is somehow cold, but not too cold. But as soon as you start dissolving the fertilizer, it becomes more colder. It becomes more colder. Now, when we say that the fertilizer has been, I just had education today from Franco. When they say the plant is burnt or the fertilizer has burned, it means that the level of cold or the degrees of coldness of the fertilizer that you apply to the roots can affect it. So you shouldn't let the fertilizer be too much. This is something small. You mix it with the water. Something small just to help the pepper to grow. Now, another caution is that you don't apply the fertilizer to the leaves. This is not foliar. This is for the root. So where did we end? I think we end at the top. So we'll start from the base here. I think we started from somewhere here. So no, I ended somewhere over there. Now, because I'm not doing drip irrigation, I started earlier, so all these portions I'm done. This portion, can they see it? Can they see this portion? I'm done with the fertilizer application this side. But for the purpose of demonstration, there's a music at the background, which is not my music. I'm close to a community, so I don't know what program they're doing, and the music is also playing. So this is not my music. I didn't add this music inside. So if you're hearing a music at the background, it's not my music. I do not own it. For the purpose of copyright claim, that's why I'm saying that. So YouTube, take note. Now, the most important thing, so when you're applying the fertilizer, you shouldn't touch the leaves. Other than that, the leaves will bend. So what you need to do is to just push, then you pour some level. Without this application I'm doing, it is serving at the same time as irrigation plus fertilizer application. So we call it fertigation. So assuming I do same for drip irrigation. Drip irrigation means that I have a tank there, I connect pipes to it with the drip lines. Where the lines are, the pepper will be there, and the water will be dripping into the soil for the plant to get it. But for now, I'm not doing a dripping irrigation, I'm just doing the manual system. So I have to fill it in a container that I can carry it and do the application up to some level. So basically this, so you don't fetch full, but it also depends how the place is dry. So if you see that the soil, it rained about 5 days ago or less than 5 days ago, but the ground looks dry, so you make sure you pour it. It shouldn't touch the leaves. When it touches, the fertilizer touches the leaves, it will burn the leaves of the pepper. So this one is kind of find itself among termites. Now somebody might ask, what happens if some of the fertilizer touches the leaves? What can you do? Or if you have ordinary water that is not mixed with a fertilizer, ordinary water that is not mixed with the fertilizer, or you can use that water to wash off the leaves so that it will not burn it. It can burn it. Maybe next week I'll show you some of the leaves that came in contact with the fertilizer, how the burn is showing. So I'm using, instead of only, you can also dig around the plant and apply the fertilizer, but that one is going to take much time and you have to be calculating the quantity of fertilizer to apply. So but if you dissolve it, this one is easy. All you need to do is to, this cap is not measured, I don't know the measurement, but I'm just using my eye to gauge it. This pepper has suffered attack. So as you are weeding, check. So let's show how. So this one is okay, so that it can be able to survive. So basically that's how I am doing my fertilizer application. Not too much, because I don't know the pH of the water, so I have to use more. So you see this one, the fertilizer has touched it, so I have some water here. So what I need to do is to wash off. So now I've washed off the fertilizer that has come into contact with the leaves. So if you have any question, so we have so many types of fertilizer. I'll be bringing you a full education when it comes to fertilizer, because even this morning I have to call Michael and Franco to educate me more about the fertilizer application. So I will do a full content on fertilizer application for all of us to learn. So that is it. For the Yara Activa, I've forgotten the ingredients, but I'll show you it on the screen for everybody to see the content that is in it. Then aside that, I will also show you the insecticide or pesticide control. It is very important you spray, I said it earlier on, so that the pest or the disease will not attack the leaves. The top of the leaves will be looking nice. Let's show them. The top of the leaves might be looking very nice like this, but if you turn the back of the leaves, you see just here, there's some insects here. Here's a dot also here. There's some flies at the back of it. So all these ones, when you are spraying, you have to spray beneath it so that it will kill them. When it comes to pest and disease control in your habanero farm, you need to get um, pesticide. So the chemical is called pesticide, but we have so many brands that manufacture the pesticide. But what will let you know that this is a pesticide, normally when you mix it with the water, it changes milky. So let's come closer and have a look at it. I'm just pouring small one. Normally, um, when you are using uh, the NASAC spray, when you are using the NASAC spray, some take 16 liters, some 18 liters. So you fill that one full. There's a measurement on the bottle of the pesticide that you use to take the measurement. So a full NASAC spray will give you, or they will indicate it on the pesticide bottle that okay, use this, maybe this milligram or this for. So check the type of, if I give you that this I'm using, let's say this as a milligram to fill my water, I might be wrong. So there is an instruction on always on the pesticide edition. So you mix it with the water in your NASAC spray. But for me, I didn't bring my NASAC spray. This is what I'm using. I'm using this hand spraying gun. I've mixed it in the water. So you stir it, then I fetch it. For the purpose of demonstration, this is what I have and this is what I'm just showing you. So when it comes to the spraying, I've done the greater part already. I'm just using the last but one line to demonstrate. So I think I'm on this line. When it comes to the spraying, we have two areas to spray. As I said earlier on top of the leaves and beneath the leaves. Now, if you notice carefully, bring the camera closer. If you notice carefully, now you can see certain things happening to the leaves. You can see this one is looking fresh. These are the new ones that are germinating. As you can see, this one has curl, or it's looking like it has shrink. So, and this one too, it has shrink. Now it is two things here. Either the first day the fertilizer application I did was too much, or it is lice. We have lice, white flies or lice that are affecting the leaves. So sometimes you can go to the farm and you think that, oh, the leaves are looking, the top surface is looking nice, so there's no issue. No, it could happen that they are beneath the leaves. So if you come closer, I think I've already sprayed this one. If you come closer, you see that some portion is looking whitish. This one tells you that they are attacking the leaves. Now, if I said earlier again that if the leaves are shrinking, either the fertilizer application is too much or not. Now, but this one, if you notice, is not the fertilizer application, because I just did it last week. These leaves, and these leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These leaves were attacked by the white flies and they were sucking the water out of the leaves. So at the end of the day, you realize that the leaves were shrinking. So now, how do you control this? You have to be spraying it so that the disease will go. So now, how to use, let me demonstrate how to use this gun. After filling the mixture into it, you press this one, you pressurize it for air to build inside, then you press the trigger, then it starts spraying. At some point, you have to turn the leaves and spray those ones that are being affected. Those that are being affected, you have to spray. You have to spray it in such a way that you spray both the top and under the leaves. Now, if you've noticed that the gun is spraying too high, the pressure is too high, you can lower it. So as you can see, I'm spraying beneath the leaves, so that if there is any disease attack under the leaves, it will do what? It will kill it. Or if there's any pest. Now, with the small ones, I don't just spray the top and the down. I also spray the surrounding, so that if there's any cobwebs. Sometimes we get spider, burden cobwebs that can also hold, or ants that are in the are trying to attack the leaves. So you spray all these ones. So if you watch carefully, there are some. Come bring this. This is ants. These are ants around trying to run. I don't know if the camera can see it. So as I started spraying, now they've started running. See, you might think that, oh, for ants, they are not going to cause any harm to the pepper, but sometimes they can suck the water from the leaves, provided the leaves is sweet. And you know, spraying, I want to take. So now let's look at this. It's not only during the spraying that you have to be inspecting the leaves. So when you come to the farm and you are not doing anything, or you have to program yourself in such a way that you spend some hours or some minutes, if I say minutes, it could be 30 minutes, trying to inspect the leaves of the pepper. So if you can see what you from these ones, you can see that the top leaves are looking very nice, but trust me, it's not always the top leaves are looking nice. That means that disease is not attacking it. Sometimes beneath it, they are attacking it seriously, and the pepper plant might be suffering, struggling to survive. But the top leaves will look very nice. So it is very, very, very important. The way you equally spray the top, you should equally also spray it beneath it. And that is very, very, very important. The nozzle. Now, if you have the knapsack spray, the knapsack spray can be very fast in spraying. Now, another thing I want to bring your attention on. Now, if you compare this pepper to this one, what is the difference between this one is that there's something that there's a pest. It could be grasshopper, it could be any other insects that is chewing the leaves. So now this one, they have attacked the leaves. So all the the bigger leaves, they've all attacked them. Now even the younger ones that are coming, they have started. So it is very important I spray to sag all of them. Now you also spray the surrounding, so that if there's any ants that are trying to build a colony or spider around the pepper, you do what? It will kill it. Now we have systemic, the chemicals, we have systemic and contact. So ask when you are going to the agro shop, or when you go to the agro shop, ask them question which one will be good. So this one, they are being attacked by, so you see this one, beneath it, they have attacked it. So the top surface is looking like it is shrinking. But after the first spraying that I did, this is the second spraying. Now fresh leaves have started coming. This one too, the same thing. The fresh leaves are there. So what is the periodic interval, or what is the interval or the frequency of spraying per the pepper plant? Now you can, for me, I'm spraying every 7 days. I come to the farm to spray, because I don't have time within weekdays to maybe spray 4 days or 3 days interval, but I'm using 7 days interval. So if you don't spray, this is what happens to your pepper. All the leaves will be shrinking or will be folding up. It means it is being attacked by lice or white flies. Now you can leave it in the comment section how you control your pepper or your Habaneros pepper when disease is attacking it. And it is very, very, very important. I'm using synthetic spray, is a pesticide, or insecticide. I'm using a synthetic. This is not organic. This is not organic. it is very, somebody will be like, me, I want organic pepper, or I want organic farming is very expensive, to tell you the truth. It's very, very, very expensive. So for a starter, you can go for this synthetic chemical to start for now. You don't need to, but locally you can prepare neem tree, the leaves, the neem tree, the leaves. You grind it, mix it with pepper to be very hot. You can also add garlic and ginger to it. With this concoction, sorry, I have to use the word concoction. With this mixture, it will be very hot, very scenty to drive away insects. So you can also use that one. So just imagine the volume of pepper that you have to use, the volume of ginger, the volume of garlic, and the neem tree seed. You grind that mixture, you sieve it and spray your plant. So you can also go for that option, but that is the locally organic mixture made. Honestly, there's a music at the background. My farm is close to a community, and there's a music going on. That is not my music. YouTube, that's not my music. And I want you to let you know, I don't own that music, but just that I have to create this content at this time, and unfortunately. But so let's come back to the spraying. So you can spray every 7 days, 3 days, 4 days, depending on the intensity of the attack. But for now, Michael will tell you, my good friend who is a farmer and agronomist agronomist will tell you that prevention is better than to cure. So it's better you prevent the plants from being attacked by the pest. So as soon as he plants his own, immediately he's spraying. He doesn't even want to even see the disease coming before you start spraying. So start spraying as soon as possible, every 7 days, provided there's no serious attack. No matter what, you have to spray. So you spray around, try to spray under the leaves. If you cannot afford a knapsack spray, you can go in for this small hand spraying gun, which is very affordable. It's not expensive, and it is easy to carry. All you need to do, there's a bigger size than this one, which you can also go for. But if you can also afford the knapsack spray too, there's no problem with that one. The most important thing is you have to protect your plant from being attacked. So some of the pests you can see around is the spider, ants, grasshoppers, and any other animals you can see that is chewing the leaves. So the grasshoppers, they are very known in destroying, or locusts. But the ones that you are seeing the leaves, for instance, when you see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the new ones that are coming, they are looking nice than the old first one during the transplanting, because after planting them, I did not spray it that very day. So they were being attacked. They were being attacked. So don't give up. Keep trying. That is for them. But I'll later give you more details in how to really go into the habanero farming, what you need and all those things. But this is just a demonstration that I'm doing. I'll do better calculation for you, and I'll bring you more detail in the fertilizer application, the various stages that you're supposed to be before you apply, which type of fertilizer, the kind of volume of fertilizer you need to apply. Now let's see this one. This one, as you can see, they have really massacred the leaves so much that as you can see, both the old leaves and the new ones that have come, they've attacked it. Now we have 3 more new ones, which they have even started attacking the small one. So this one, you have to spray it intensively. Like the volume of spray should be very high. You spray it on. Okay, let's see. Wow, this is one of the pests. Come closer. So this is a pest. What's the name? It's part of the, what kind of family of pests is this? I don't know the name, but I have to research it. So This is what I've seen around the pepper, attacking the pepper. It's, or maybe it came around, it's visiting, but it's on the leaves. So this one you have to spray. See that when I tried spraying the top, it went to the down. Yes, so this one should be able to kill it as long as the chemical has got in contact with it. So it should be able to kill it or drive it away. So it's better you also spray it around. It's still there. So another option is to do what? To drive it off and probably kill it. I don't know where. Oh, it's still there. Don't use your hand to hold it. Some of these insects are very dangerous. They carry parasites that can also affect you. So it's very important you protect the pepper. Somebody will be like, me, I want organic pepper, so I don't want to spray. Mind you, all your pepper will be attacked by these insects. So it's very important um, you spray under the leaves. For the top ones, as you can see, they are looking very attractive. If I don't go further to do the inspection under the leaves, beneath the leaves, I will say, okay, since the top ones are looking healthy, let me go. Let me not do anything about it. But trust me, that is where your downfall is going to be. So it's very, very, very important you spray your pepper. It is the spraying that will make sure that the investments that you have done, it is secured. Other than that, you finish. Did I spray this one? You finish putting your capital in the plants, and at the end of the day, they will all go into the drain by being attacked by that. So let me just earlier I said I have about 20 something pepper, and that's what we harvested today. And we, even the family of 6, we cannot even consume it. Let me just show you. Hold it there. To be honest with you, this is what we harvested today. But from this one, but bring it. We harvested them from these ones, the ones that you can see here. But it should have been more than this, but because people pass by and they steal some, and they, without asking permission, they take some without asking permission. So this is the quantity that we got today. Last week and last 2 weeks, what we had was more than this. So this one, I'm not going to go to the market. It is really hot. So even if I'm going to prepare ground pepper to eat it with my banku, at the end of the day, I'll just use only one single one out of it, like the one that I showed you earlier on. And they are very big. So assuming you this one full this thing, sometimes in Accra they sell this one 150 Ghana cedis. A full of this rubber is 150 Ghana cedis, and it can buy fuel into your car. So that's what I want to bring to you on habanero farming, the activity you need to perform. But I'll look for a very good environment and we go into details, or I'll do that detail before I show the activities that you have to do in your habanero farming.